Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Oh, what did I do with it? There it is. Let's start off by doing blood sugars. Current blood sugars got up to 11.8. So I'm starting to peak after being low for most of the morning. Fully calibrated, just did a calibration. It's now 12:11 and lunch will be coming shortly. See, I have my little... So I've typed in my carbs, typed in my blood sugars, and it gave me a correction dose. 93% time in range, 7% above, 0% below, and 7.5. All in all, pretty good. Today, I just want to give you guys a check-in on what my blood sugars have been doing throughout this whole thing and talk with my diabetic nurse. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, phone call with my nurse today. It wasn't as long as usual. I'm not feeling still great. The doctor has given me some gravel. My stomach still hurts. I haven't revocalized dinner. So that's a good thing. But I would not want to meet up with any of the residents here, because if I am sick, I don't want to be causing any more grief. Pure and simple. So, what did we talk about? My blood sugars seem to be okay, which is a positive, because you don't want your blood sugars going skyrocketing. I've told her I've tested for ketones and they came out at 0, which they would if this is doing its job. We pretty well regulated that this is doing its job. Now we'll see tonight over to tomorrow how well it does. I'm still a little bit zonked out, but we'll all be good. Now, my blood sugar is heading up again. It went down to 10.8. I still have 4.25 units of insulin left. And just to hear, if ever you're ever wondering, here. Oh, look, I just got more insulin. That's where the machine gives you the insulin. I'm at, sorry, I keep, the yellow battery is halfway down, which means I probably should change it. It's been that way since yesterday, but we're all good. So this is doing what it's supposed to. Yay. I don't want to go into DK. I'm sick of it. Pardon the pun. So we talked a bit. She said, I told her yesterday I didn't really eat anything. And then she said, but you gave 52 grams of carbs. I said, well, it's because I'm not eating, but between the time where I gave my insulin before to after, I went from taking my insulin like I normally do to where I didn't really feel like eating at all. And that was the truth. It wasn't that I was, trying to play the perfect diabetic. It's something you may not really want to do, but if your pump is working correctly, and if you don't eat, you don't have to take any insulin. But I was so afraid that I would have to take more insulin. And that's something, for ketones. And I don't want ketones for me. So I was being a bit proactive. Being tired today, I'm tired, but I think it's because of the glucagon. It's finally making me kind of wears me out. I have a half an hour nap, and then I'm back usually. It's nice to have at night because it knocks me out and puts me right to sleep. But I don't take gravel all the time. Melatonin usually works for me. And of course, right now, we're going over me being sick and what I've had to go through. So, last night, I didn't need melatonin. I didn't need anything. 7 p.m., I passed out. And I slept until about 4:40, 4:48, in between that time frame. And then I kind of woke up and I did a couple of videos, went back to sleep. So, and that kind of wore me out. So, who knows? Who knows what's going on in my body? The nurse took my blood pressure. It was low at first, and now it's come back up. That's an awesome thing. So, we're going to check in another week. Give me a week to get over this, and then we'll continue with things after that. In about a week and maybe close to 2 weeks. Excuse me. I have an appointment again with her, and we're going to go over modifications. I also mentioned that I'm going high from 4 to 10. I'm going high, and this little device is giving me more insulin. And we may want to look at, do I need more carbs, more insulin at dinner or whatever, more of a basal rate, just to try to control that. It seemed fairly easy. So we're definitely going to be watching ketones when it gets 14 or above. If I get that, I'll also be doing a ketone blood test. And this is why a lot of times I say it's important for you to have a blood glucose meter and or a ketone meter, or you can get a freestyle that does both. I have two, but if you have a freestyle that does both, you're still going to need different strips. I know, just a way to make money. But unfortunately, if they didn't make money, they'd stop doing it, and we end up into these long, how are you going to pay for new technologies? It's a mess. So where we land now shouldn't really change anything on my pump. We talked about when are they giving glucagon here? And I said, well, I know Dr. Shu has ordered 4, but they're still working with 5. And I meant to ask the nurse when she came in, but we'll see. Now, if I drop below 4, I get glucagon, and it'll shoot me up to about 11 or 12, and then it'll slowly come down again. Easier said than done. All in all, it was a fairly good call. It was only about 20-30 minutes. After that, I had a whole lunch, and I could just feel myself getting more tired. This video is definitely going to be shorter than the last couple of videos, but tomorrow we'll be back at it. Anyway, I hope you're all having a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.